Anytime that you display hustle or display hard work or displaying hard work ethic, it says a lot about how far you'll go to achieve your goals. My name is John Robertson, senior wide receiver, defensive back from Virginia University of Lynchburg. When I first started playing football, I was about 7 years old. It was actually grown upon me through my family. My dad was a coach, my uncle was a coach, my father's father was a coach, and his brother was a coach together. Growing up, I probably played about 4 seasons of Little League football. I didn't start playing football again until my 9th grade year of military school, which actually I repeated once I transferred into a private school out in Virginia called Robertson Military Academy. I played 3 football seasons there and was named all-conference, all-state my sophomore year and junior year. I had a relative that had attended Fort Union Military Academy, and it told me about how it would give me a better opportunity to go to college and prep me more for college than Robertson would. My parents were kind of sold on the opportunity. It was all-male institution to where I'd be focused. When I attended Fort Union, I started getting endless college mail from numerous coaches across the country. It was kind of overwhelming at first. I was kind of sold on the dream of playing college football, and I started to believe in myself even more. One thing that held me back was my SAT scores being interchangeable with my grade point average. I didn't qualify for a Division I scholarship after I had received 3, and at that point I still had a couple Division II scholarships on the table, so I signed my letter of intent to West Virginia Wesleyan coming out of Fort Union. My freshman year of college was definitely a cultural shock. Coming straight out of military school, going into West Virginia, I got a huge knock on the door as far as a wake up. Partying so much in my freshman year in college really distracted me and allowed me to lose a lot of focus on what I needed to take care of and my responsibilities and my priorities. I lost my eligibility, lost my scholarship, and had to attend community college to get my grades up. So to stay in shape while I was out of college for those 3 semesters, I attended community college to stay in the school mindset, and I also participated in semi-pro nonprofit football. But it actually put me at the bottom point to where I felt like football wasn't over for me. After participating for about 1.5 years, I got a call from a guy that knew me and knew what I had been doing on the semi-pro field and told me that I can continue on my education at Virginia University of Lynchburg because they were looking for football players. My first visit to Lynchburg was actually my attempt of attendance. When I first arrived, I had not arrived with having a college visit to Lynchburg under my belt. I came just off of pure word of mouth of people who I trusted, and I felt like they wouldn't lead me wrong, and I was searching for a new opportunity, a new path, and happened to be the right one. I actually just pretty much took a leap of faith. So Virginia University of Lynchburg is a small Division II independent school located right outside of Central Virginia, really shadowed by Liberty University, is a major Division I school in the Big South. Actually, 2 schools located in the same neighborhood. Virginia University of Lynchburg has not had a football program or an athletic program in over 50 years. Myself being a part of one of the first group of guys that came in here in 2011. When the division was really first restored. It was a rocky road at first. We didn't kind of know what we were getting ourselves into. It was kind of like a walk or a pure walk of faith, and not really knowing where the program was headed because we had no current history of the program. All you can go off was that, yeah, this school had a program back in 1950s and they were winning in the CIAA, but football's changed in over 50 years. It was tough coming in, rocky first couple seasons, but we managed to place 3 guys in NFL training camps, 2 guys on NFL rosters currently, and possibility for myself and some other seniors right now that are pursuing the NFL draft. Possibilities are starting to become reality. And I started noticing that a lot of scouts were showing up at our Division I games that we were participating in, and they were taking more notice into our linemen because we had a lot of big guys on our O-line, and then that recognition, them coming out to see those guys expose a lot of our skilled guys, and they continued to follow us and stay up with us and started reaching out to us on Twitter, letting us know that they had seen our games, and things started to prosper from there. Once the senior pro day came along, a lot of scouts were in attendance, more scouts than I thought that I would ever imagine seeing in Lynchburg. Maybe about 13, 14 NFL teams represented here. That gave us some notice, and that kind of gave us a little bit of exposure. But during that process, things started to take off from there. I got a highlight together, and once I got that out and moving, and I started getting some positive feedback from it. So I've just been continue to elevate my game as much as I can, continue to perfect my craft. Me not being at the NFL Combine right now in Indianapolis makes me feel like I have to maximize whatever opportunity that I get, and I need to be prepared for it when it comes, because it will approach itself, and when it does come, I must and I will be ready. And those things actually add fuel to my fire, because I feel as if I deserve to be there. And when that time comes for me to show them that, I definitely will execute that. Those guys make you prepare a lot harder because of how easy it is for them. So you know how much harder you have to work, and you know how much harder work that you have to put in to get on that level. So I had to go a different route. I had to attend as many All-Star games as possible, which I was invited into 3 and participated in 2. I also attended the regional combine in Chicago Bears Stadium. It was definitely an all-around great experience. At the NFL Combine, we did ball drills, and my ball drills were exceptionally well, as I've heard from the scouts that were there in attendance. So I had some good follow-ups after. Coming from a small school, it just makes you very hungry. It makes you want to attack the game with an aggression to where people feel your hunger and feel how much you've been starving to be on a level of greatness, or a level of high achievements. Small schools give you the opportunity to do that if you look at it that way, if you approach it that way. A lot of guys say small schools, guys get overlooked. Well, if you get overlooked, make them see you. You have to stand out from a small school. You have to do the things that other guys at small schools don't do. You have to make as many plays as possible, work out as much as possible, train with the most elite guys as possible, do the things that are not handed to you. And now that I'm seeing this possibly become a reality, I'm not letting up on the gas. If I was to get a call on draft day or any day after the draft concerning me and my availability to play at the next level, I would look back on my hard work. My determination to get to this point has paid off. It's been an uphill battle the whole way, and my determination has led me to the top of that mountain. Through all the obstacles, all the ups and downs, the stumbles, the falls, the failures, I knew that it was possible for me to get to the top of that mountain.